Hey guys, it's Catfish here again and welcome back to my channel. Players who have played Metro for a long time should be very familiar with Steel Front and One-Eyed Cobra armor. In short, Steel Front supposedly makes you better protected by reducing penetration, whatever penetration means, but One-Eyed Cobra armor is lighter and more durable. Both Steel Front and One-Eyed Cobra armor supposedly protects the limbs, which makes them supposedly better than normal armor, hence the higher price. In previous Metro chapters, Steel Front and One-Eyed Cobra equipment were not worth the extra money because they offered no extra protection nor any type of benefit over regular armor. On top of this, it was quickly discovered that plate attachments like steel plates were a scam because they too offered no extra protection over a vest with no attachments. Fast forward to the present day. Many players are still saying that the plates are a scam and that the nylon strap is actually the best attachment to put on your vest because they offer you extra protection by increasing the durability of your vest. With all this in mind, in this video I asked myself 5 questions, and I will answer 5 questions. Number 1, does a Steel Front vest offer more protection than a regular vest by increasing penetration? 2, what is penetration and is it a totally useless number? 3, are the vests themselves a scam or can we trust the protection numbers? 4, how well do the plates work now? And 5, do nylon straps actually provide any protection whatsoever? To answer these questions, I performed an experiment using a fake account on a second device. I tapped start on both my devices and tried to match into the same game with my main account. Once my 2 accounts met up, I will then use my fake account to shoot myself and take screenshots. After I gathered all the screenshots, I looked at the HP bar and counted 680 pixels in the entire HP bar. Now, whenever I take a hit, I just have to count how many pixels my HP dropped by, and then when I divide that number of pixels by 680 pixels, I can get the actual damage I received, since every player has 100 HP. This method was discovered by me to be very precise in my previous Metro videos, and this is the gold standard way of testing weapon damage and armor protection in Metro. Alright, so what did I discover? Well, number 1, I found out that when wearing a regular level 5 vest, I lose 24.4 HP per shot from a refined AKM firing polished ammo. However, when I wear the Steel Front vest, I found out that I lose 24.0 HP pixels per shot. I repeated this experiment 6 times, and every single time the results are the same. This means that Steel Front vests actually do offer a tiny 1.8% extra protection than a regular vest. But since it's such a tiny difference, it basically makes no difference, which means that Steel Front armor is a scam, and penetration is also a lie. This means whenever you purchase ammo from now on or purchase armor, only look at the damage increase or the damage reduced, never the penetration. It means nothing. Alright, so what about the vests themselves? Can we trust the developers that level 6 armor actually protects you by 85%, that level 5 armor protects you by 74%, and so on? Well, from this experiment, I confirmed that level 5 armor actually does block 74% of damage. But additionally, I also confirmed that pink refined weapons actually do deal an extra 30% of damage, and that polished ammo does actually increase your damage by 48%. This means that level 5 vests, pink refined weapons, and polished ammos are confirmed to be not a scam, and that the extra damage is completely true. How did I confirm this? So remember how I shot myself using a refined AKM using polished ammo from an account with no talent, right? Well, a normal AKM deals 47 damage. Polished bullets add an additional 48% damage. Which means the actual damage that a refined AKM shooting polished bullets would deal 90 damage per shot to the chest. However, since I was actually taking 24.4 damage to the chest, that is approximately 74% less damage, which means that at least with the level 5 armor, with pink refined weapons and polished ammos, the developers were not lying to us. It would be way too much of a coincidence that I just happened to take 74% less damage if any part of this equation was untrue. Alright, now that we got steel front vests, normal vests, and penetration out of the way, what about plates and vest attachments like nylon straps? Well, I found out that when I attach one pink refined steel plate to my normal level 5 vest, I lose 23.2 HP per shot, which is approximately 4.8% less damage than a vest without any plate attachments. Okay, so what about two pink refined steel plates? Well, I found out that I lost 21.9 damage per shot with two pink refined steel plates attached, which is 10.2% less damage than having no plates. I repeated the experiment 3 times, and in all trials, the results were the same. This means that pink refined steel plates actually do work, and each plate you attach reduces the damage you take by an additional 5%. However, this is where the good news ends, because you might be asking yourself at this point, wait a minute, Catfish, 21.9 damage a shot might be 10% less, but that's not really a huge difference, is it? If you're asking yourself this question, you are absolutely correct. The pink refined steel front plates work exactly as intended by reducing incoming damage by 5%. However, that does not mean that if you put a pink refined steel plate on a level 6 vest, that it is 85 plus 5. No, it actually means that if you take 85% damage reduction, you're taking 15% damage, right? So you're actually working with 15%, not 85%. It is actually 15% reduced by an additional 5%. And worst of all, the percentages stack instead of adding up, which means that even with 3 pink refined steel plates, you're going from 15% to 12.9% of the original damage. This means that similar to steel front vest, each plate actually only increases your protection by less than 1%. Even if you are wearing a steel front vest with 3 pink refined steel plates to have like the best possible protection in this game, at most, you'd be going from 85% to 87.2%, which is only 2% more than just wearing a normal level 6 vest with no attachments. This means that I finally confirmed once and for all that the vest attachments and steel front armor do work as intended, but that percentages can be very misleading. And in this case, the percentages do not work in our favor. Steel front armor and plates at the end of the day is a waste of money. Alright, finally. So now that we know that steel front vests and steel plates are pretty much worthless, is there any hope left? What about nylon straps? Do we have any hope there? There's been a rumor going on that nylon straps are the best vest attachments for your vest in terms of protection because it makes your vests more durable. Well, I found out that's not true. Whether or not you attach a nylon vest strap to your vest or not, you will take the exact same damage. I repeated this experiment 6 times, and every single experiment, every result was exactly the same. So, what does all of this tell you? This tells you to forget about nylon straps and plates, and that the best vest attachment is still the pouch and the lead-lined fabric, and that your steel front armor is not worth the extra money. You know what? Maybe the plates and the steel front vest have always worked as intended since Chapter 1. It's just that they offer so little extra protection that nobody actually noticed any differences. This means that if you had to choose between One-Eyed Cobra, steel front armor, and normal armor, please take the One-Eyed Cobra armor because at least it's lighter and supposedly protects limbs as well. But again, I will fact check this in my next video. Alright, that's pretty much it. I hope you found this helpful, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you hated it, let me know why down in the comments. In my next video, I will be testing One-Eyed Cobra armor and seeing 2 things. Does it make you run faster, and does it actually protect the limbs? Finally, if you didn't already know this, I recently recreated my Catfish Discord server as well as a friendly tactic-based Metro clan. I am currently actively recruiting players from all skill levels, so if you wish to play a game with me and possibly be featured in my next video, join the Discord using the link in the description below. The requirements and the tryouts are all found in the Discord. Alright, that's it. See you guys in the next one.